time for the waist and skirts. Yeah, these pieces I didn't bother painting, just because, of course, they're never going to be seen. Okay, over these bits I did paint. So again, I believe this mechanism is for making making taller. If I remember rightly, you can sort of move his, because this is where the legs are going to attach to, so you can sort of bring it down a bit and gives you a little bit more flexibility for posing, and also give it a little bit more height, if I remember rightly. Let's see, it's a little bit here. It's supposed to lock in place, and it is. Yep. Yeah, so this little piece here, you can, I forget what the mechanism is to pull it out. I think it might be the cod piece. But yeah, essentially you can push it in to lock this thing, so it can turn around, and then this goes in, and then it ain't going anywhere. So I reckon no, I'll leave it for now. Okay, so that's what it says. Lock it like that, and then what do we got here? Socket frame pieces. This cod piece part, and polycap, and then we sandwich it all together. It's good. Okay, so we put this down, and we do got to tell what direction it's going in. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's the front. So that goes on. Good. Yeah, I hope I get this right, because it ain't coming off again, I don't think. Alright, there we go. Top of the waist. this back piece on. Again, you know, it's great. These two parts are sort of sandwiched together this way, but then this piece is sort of put over the end to keep it all together and keep it nice and tight. So it's really cool. Again, here's the example of just the attention to detail. So you can see that that little gap there, that little slot, and that matches up with this, you know, inner frame piece. So it's not just, you know, a gap they've sort of left there and exposed just a flat bit of plastic. They've actually sort of thought about, you know, yeah, what it looks like in the end. So you've got that little bit of metal poking through, which is very cool. Opens up and it should slide out. There we go. Okay. Alright. Before I start on the skirts, I just want to check what state this has got to be for the full burst mode, the angry mode. I'm not going to bother changing it later. I'm going to do it, might as well do it while I'm building it. Right, let's say okay, nothing there. Here we go. So it does have to be extended all the way. So if I move this out, is that going to work? Okay, so let's have that fully extended and then push that guy back in. It's not holding particularly well, is it? There we are. What's that showing on the waist? Doesn't really show any sort of detail on the waist. Well, I assume that's it. So back to it. to some of the skirts. One of those. Now again, here they're talking about adding a sticker, but I don't think I'll bother. I know it's just a reflective one, but yeah, I don't think I'll worry about it. Put some of the armor pieces of the skirts, something like that. There's this one attached to. Goes in there. This bit clips on there, and I actually really love this gimmick. So where this bit pops out, it should pop out. It's just a bit stiff, that's all. Yeah. So it just, for a skirt detail, it just gives a, it really sort of pops. It's, let's see this hinge is coming out though. And it should go back that far, I think. It's cool. I like that. Like that. Oh, next one. One, two, three. So I remember on the Master Grade, this incredibly fiddly feature and gimmick, and I think on the Perfect Grade, it's not much different. It's just as fiddly. I think part of that is just that whole thing of, you know, pulling it to pieces to paint it, and then painting it and trying to put it back together. It's just all those little bits of plastic sort of wear away, you know, and it might break a little bit. Two of these. And here's a classic example. So these have two little tracks you can see, and they're supposed to run on these little tabs here, but I suspect that when I pulled it apart, I probably broke the little tabs a little bit, so they probably don't click in place properly. I should make sure I got it around the right way before I try that. There we go. It should slide up and down. I'm pretty sure I might have broken one of these when I pulled it to bits soon. One of these is going to be loose, I think. Careful with that one. Alright. So close them up. And on the back, put the cycle frame part. Okay, and then we have these little pieces here. So I really like these details. If I can work out which way it's supposed to come on. Is that right? Looks like that's the way it's supposed to go. So I just use a lighter metal to sort of bring them out a little bit. This top bit clips onto the psycho frame, and the bottom part hooks into the frame part. So there we go. There's the extended part of the skirt. I've got to say, the engineers who work on this stuff never cease to amaze me, but I don't think it's a job I would actually enjoy. I love, you know, working out how things work and all that sort of thing, but I wouldn't want to be designing this stuff, given the tolerances that they've got. I mean, you know, it's all... Because it's not just a matter of sort of doing this stuff in CAD and all that sort of thing. You've got to understand how the plastic behaves. Different types of plastic and what have you, and then those people who clean the molds, you know, just so meticulous. Alright, now the third type of skirt, the big ones. Let's got a lot in there. Alright, so we've got a couple of thruster bells. Let's do this one at a time. I should say that when I had this made, I had this sort of put together before I painted it, and of course trying to get this insert out of the back side, of the outer shell is can be quite difficult. And even now I don't think, oh yeah, there we go. So what I did is I drilled a very small hole. Let's see if it, yeah, there's a very small hole just in the top of the bell there, and then that way I could push it out so you can see, you can see there's this flat edge on the inner part of the bell. It just means that I could, pull it out to paint it. So it was sort of something that I hadn't really thought about. Hadn't really thought about when I first put it together. Okay, so one, and then talking about a specific way this goes. Okay, so just make sure with the right one here. Yep, that's it. Make sure it goes in the right way. There we go. And then it should, oh, that's tight, and hold into place. And I really hope I've done that the right way. So I'm going to know a bit if I haven't. That looks like the way it's supposed to go. So that's all good. Then we get these ridiculously small pieces. Where's that go? It goes in there. So it just creates a bit of a surround. And the exhaust there. This bit's supposed to get in there as well. There we go. Just another really nice bit of detail that most people are never going to see. Okay, and let's see that bit. 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 Okay. So first of all, we take this bit here. This bit what slides in there? Yep, it must do. It slides. Yeah, and then just conscious this piece falling out. I don't want that to happen. There we go, like that. And then finally, this little hook here. Yes, it's another really cool sort of gimmick. So this opens up and reveals the exhaust, the thruster bell underneath, and then this bit pops out and extends down. So that's really cool. So let's build the other one of those, and then ooh caramba, we are looking at starting to put LEDs into legs, onto legs, all that sort of stuff. Woolly dolly. Nope, that's not the way it goes. That is not the way. That is the way. Goes onto there. Two little fiddly pieces that go here. But, you know, saying that, it's all those little fiddly pieces that give it all the detail that makes it look so cool. So I am not complaining. And even though you may see me get frustrated with certain parts of this build, don't confuse that for, you know, having a bad time. It's just that you know, it's a hobby, you want to get things right, and when things don't go the way you plan, it can be a bit frustrating, but you know, it's still enjoyable. Even the you know, when things break and don't go as planned, it's all part of it. It's all a learning experience. No point doing this stuff you never learn anything. Okay, so spit slides up there, and slide it all the way down. Oops. Those little pieces have popped out, haven't they? Let's see if we can get to them from in here. No, don't think so. Yes, it's a supposed to go into that little slot. This little tab on this little piece here is supposed to, and you can see it sort of shining through there. It's close. I think that's all in. Does the other one have that? Oh, yeah. Just comparing against the other one I've already built. Okay, click this guy into place. That one feels very tight. I'm not sure why. That's alright. Okay. So that is all the waist parts done and the skirts. And what I'm going to do is I'm not actually going to film the next piece because I think it's a bit fiddly. I have to, and plus I don't have room here to put the stand and the torso and set all that up. So I'm still working on setting up my filming a lot better than what it is. So I do apologise for that. But I think this bit, what I might do is just sort of set it up with the, as you can see, I need to hook up the torso and the legs to the waist. And make sure that all the lighting sort of gets connected. So maybe when I get to that point, I'm just having a look at, I might come back after I've got the whole lot on the stand actually, because I think a lot of it is just hooking up the lights and what have you. So back in a tick.